Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Kashish Mendiratta. In this video, we are going to cover a topic string in C++ STL. We can say string is a part of C++ STL or we can't. This is a controversial issue, and you can see that there is a question on Stack Overflow that whether string is a part of STL or not. I just go through the beginning of each answer. No, not really, and yes, kind of means. In the strings and streams were adopted for C++ 98, then backward compatibility adopted for the modern SGI STL. So means we can say it's a part of C++ STL or we can't. Means that doesn't really matter because we just have to use it. Means so we don't need to dig into that. So string is important part. So I am going to cover that also. Char array is okay, but there are a lot of operations and there are a lot of member functions in C++ string which is really helpful. So that's why we are going for it. So it's just like a array of characters internally implemented. So we can assign a new string just like I assign my name to it, Kashish. Okay. So we can then print out the string. Let's make it small cap. Okay. So we can print out the string. Now it has little bit differences as compared to C++ STL. Let's cover that. Okay, so Kashish is printing. So means if I say that I have map of int comma int and mp, and I want to print a map just the way I printed the string, then it will not work. It will give us the error. Because in other STL containers we can't directly print the container, yeah, so it's giving an error, but in string we can use the string name to print the string. Means I am showing you because I want to say you that it's a part of C++ STL but has little different features as compared to C++. Okay, so now it's working fine. So let's see what others I can. So if I want to print any character in a string, so I can put just the index, so it will print the second character. So it is S, capital S. Okay, so what others we can do in string? We can push back any character in the string. So for example, I want to push back a character, so I can say s dot push back, and let's character name be space. Okay, so now the string would be Kashish and then space. Okay, so let's print out that. Okay, let's see what's the answer. Okay, so Kashish has been printed and the second character has been printed, and I have pushed back and it's not showing the space because space is how you will be able to see the space. Now I can also append something, append a string after. By pushback I can append a character. By pushback I can insert a character after that string, but by append I can insert one string to the other. So let's say I want to insert my surname, so I insert that and then let's say I print the string. So let's see. So you can see first Kashish, then I assess the second character of that, then I appended one space after Kashish, and then I appended a string Mendiratta after Kashish. Okay, so other things what I can do is that I can replace a certain character in my string. For example, I want to means in the place of space I want to have two hash symbols or something else. So how I can do is that, so I have to use s dot replace function, and here the syntax is position replace and string to replace. So this is the syntax. So let's follow this syntax, s dot replace. So position would be 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7. So I want to delete the characters from 7th index of length 1, means I want to delete just the space. If I write 2 here, means it will delete space and capital M. So I write 1 and in place of that I want 2 hash symbols. So let's look at that. Let's print the string. Position was not declared. Okay, so I have to means delete that. That was just the syntax. Let's run that again. So you can see that space have been replaced by the two hash symbols. So now let's say that I want to remove that hash symbol also. So how I can do that? I can erase that. So the syntax is also the same, position and length. So in other STL, so let's see the differences in STL and other functions first. Oh, I think I okay. Oh, net is not connected. So let's just see here. So in other places what is there is that just like if I have map, so I have erase function like m dot erase itr1 and itr2, means we have to pass the iterators or we have to pass the value, but here the syntax is little bit different, means I have to pass the position which I want to erase and the length. Okay, so I want to erase the 7th character, 7th and 8th. So what I will be writing is that I will be write s dot erase, position is 7th and 2 characters from it, and then delete that. Okay, so commenting this line. Now let's see. So you can see that 2 hash symbols has been deleted, and now let's see that how we want to have a substring from one string. So the syntax is same. So I want to have substring, so it's s dot substr. So the syntax is same, position and length. So I want my surname from my name. So m is the 7th character, and from the basically it has two symbols, position and length, and it has default value. So means basically the default value of position is 0, means if I don't specify the position then it will be starting from 0, and length would be total length, means s dot length minus position. Means if I just means let's explain you with an example. So let's tell me you with an example. So if I write s dot sub str and I don't specify anything, it would be the entire string. But if I specify just like 3, then it would be from 3rd character to end if I don't specify length. If I specify 2, that means from 3rd character to 2 lengths. So if I say sub str 7, so it would be Mehendirata, means it would be Mehendirata, means from 7 to end. So if I say sub str 7,2, then it would be me. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, so you can see that I have extracted Mehendirata and me from here. I can perform some other operations like I can sort a string and reverse a string also. So to reverse a string, what I have to do is that I have to just write reverse and pass the two iterators, beginning and ending. So it's in place reverse, means the string is reversed, means at that place, means s is affected. Okay, so similarly I can sort also. So that's also in place. I have to write sort, then s dot begin and s dot end, and I can print that also. Let's see that. So you can see that the string has been reversed. So this was our original string Kashish Mehndi Ratta without any spaces, and it has been reversed, and after that I applied a sort function and it has sorted the string for us. Okay, so now let's say that I have to find some element at some positions, means I have to find some character in a string. So let's say so it returns a position. So s dot find, let's say I want to find t, so t doesn't occur and it's a lowercase and there is no lowercase. So what it returns is that, so let's see here. So here it is written that the it is the find function. So you can see that it's the find function of a string. So the position of the first character of the first match, means if I passed just like the needle, and so it's finding that it's finding the substring, searching the string for the first occurrences. Okay, so it is not finding the character, it is finding the substring. Means if I pass a string here, I have passed a string needle. Okay, so I have passed a so str is our complete string and str2 is our needle. So if I try to find a substring in a string, so it returns n pos, this is a constant. If it doesn't find that, if it finds that, it returns the first position of that. Okay, so let's try to find Kashish. The string is sorted and reversed, so let's undo that. So now the string is Kashish Mehndi Ratta, and let's see whether it has Kashish in that or not. And what I will be doing is that if, then I will be checking that it's find or not, whether if it is equals to string npos, that means string has not found, that is a constant declared in the string class. So I will be writing, okay, so let's display the first character if it's found, else, oh sorry, we can make not equal here, and after that else we can say substring not found. Let's check it out. So it has printed k, means k has been found. We can also print the Kashish. So for that, let's say it I know that Kashish is of position 1 2 3 4 7. Okay, so you might be thinking you don't know the name, you don't know the characters in your name. Yeah, that happens. No, I know there are 7 characters. So what I can do is that I can print s dot sub str, and position would be the position and length would be 7. Okay, so that would be printing Kashish for me. Okay, what's the error? Okay, so Kashish have been printed. So let's say if I have some other, means I just change one character, then it will not found. So you will see that substring not found. So this is how we can find anything in the substring. We can compare the two strings. Let's say I have a string s1 equals to my name Kashish, and string s2 equals to any name, and let's compare that. Then print that. I don't remember whether it returns exactly bool or means first matching character. We can always search that. So that's why I have written auto, because if you are not sure about the return type, you can write auto in front of that. So you can compare the two strings. So it's returning 0, means these two strings are not the same. So now the string would be same, so it would return 1. Yeah, so it's either bool. We can also do it by s1 dot compare s2, but double equal to sign is also fine because that's overloaded operator in string class, and with the help of that we can compare the two strings. So this was all about the string class. I hope you understand the strings well and you will be able to use this in your competitive coding or any DSA question instead of char array, because this is much not faster because it's easy to use. So this was all about this video. Meet you in the next video.